Well, I made it to Titans, and this is the army that I have used to get to Titans. 15 Yetis, 1 EDrag, 4 Rage, 4 Earthquake, 2 Yetis in the Clan Castle, and coming in with the Log Roller as well. Let's have a look at my attack log so you can see how I did that. 86 was the top one. Massive amounts of 3 stars here. Really good loot. Unfortunately, I'm already maxed on Dark Elixir, so getting 10,000, 7,000, 9,000 Dark Elixir isn't really doing me a lot of favours. Now, this is an Elixir heavy army, but again, I have no need for Elixir. My labs are all done. Everything's upgraded to max at Town Hall 13. I'm at Town Hall 13 now. It's been a long while since I've done one, so I'm Town Hall 13 and going along nicely. Heavy Elixir, but I make sure I'm getting benefit or more loot than what I'm costing. So have a look at a few attacks here as I'm still in Champs 1 and the attack that I actually get up to in Titans. Now, not all the bases are maxed that I'm attacking. I'm not looking for weak bases necessarily, but what I'm looking for is a base that has a certain amount of loot, and that loot means I've got to make a profit. Now, I did have a carryover heal spell from something else I was playing with at the time. I think I was going to donate that, but then I ended up just using it anyway. Now, one of the things with this attack is I've been using it on other accounts where I don't have heroes all up. So for instance, if I've just got a Queen, Grand Warden, and in this case, the Royal Champ, but I don't have my Barb King up, I'm still using this attack. If I've got the Barb King up, but I don't have the Royal Champ or I don't have a Grand Warden, I'm still using this attack. It may not be as effective without a Grand Warden, but it is still effective, as you can see here. I had a load left. Now, one of the things I did notice when I first started using this is I was deceptively thinking this isn't that great. My things are getting killed, and then I'd 3-star the base magically, and then I would suddenly find I've got virtually half of my troops left. Now, the deployment order, what I'm doing is I'm trying to do 1 Yeti and the EDrag on one side. If I don't need the Yeti to tank for the EDrag, just to maybe have an archer tower or something shoot the Yeti instead, then I will just drop the EDrag. Then I use a Yeti on the other corner, basically to try and create the funnel. And then as I deploy my Yetis, I go from the outside of the funnel to the in. So the first Yetis that get deployed are on the outside, and then when they finish, they should come in one and in one and in one. And that then leaves a whole bunch of Yetis just to plow through the middle of the wall, ideally where I have the log roller going in. Also, I get a rage down just inside the wall to try and pummel them in quickly, and then another rage as well. Now, the Grand Warden's ability, that's a little bit here and there where I decide to use it. So sometimes I'll use it around about where I think my whole pile of Yetis just coming in are going to get smashed by the eagle. So if you watch on this one, you'll see I've just used it there. So first shot from the eagle, the whole pile of Yetis are going to get done. Then I've got the earthquake spell to help everything path through the rest of the base. Quite happy to use the rage spells. I don't necessarily use all the rage spells on every single attack, but it doesn't really matter if I do or I don't. I use my rage spells first, and then I save the last rage spell. As you can see in this one, I've got loads of Yetis left. There's no need to drop the last rage spell. Loads of kings, and this was actually, you'll notice I'm Champs 1, and see what happens here at the end of the attack. This was the one that actually got me into Titans. So after Champs 1, and there it says, there I am, Titans 3. So that was the attack that got me into Titans. Now, here's one of my first attacks in Titans. Now, what I did notice about Titans compared to Champs 1 is I had to click a little bit more or tap a little bit more on my tab to get a base that I considered to have decent loot. The other thing I noticed was there were a lot of bases that were worth not a lot at all. So while I was in Champs 1, there were bases that might have been worth 300,000 and 400,000, but I'm generally not going to hit those. What I've found in Titans, even though you do hit lower than you are currently your trophy level, what I found I was coming across a lot of bases that had like 20,000 gold or 30,000 elixir. They might have had 300,000 of one, but 20,000 of the other or something like that. I started to come across a lot of those, and I came across a lot of sad looking bases as well that looked incredibly rushed. That's just the way the matching works as you go up into that champs, titans, and whatever area. So you can have a look at the amount of yetis I've got here. I don't really care too much if they start to get pummeled, because they have so many yeti mites. The yeti mites will just come and do everything, like you can see here. They just take out the base. Now, I did lose a bunch of yetis in that little final scatter shot with the infernos, but I've still got like 3 or 4 yetis left at the end there, and easy 3-star, relatively easy 3-star. And like as you've seen, mostly I'm 3-starring the base. Now that's the troop combo. 17 yetis all up, 15 of my own, 2 in the clan castle, and the cost 80,000 for my own siege machine, so I'm not using a donated one, and 380,000. Now I am using the gold pass, and I do have the 20% discount. Otherwise, this army would be substantially more. But of course, up in Titans with the 5-star bonus and the increased win from the every time you win, and getting 100% means you get 100% of that bonus. In any case, that's all I've got. Thanks for watching.